And good evening, everybody, and welcome here to our 15th race of the season. Time for the Memphis 250 for the Diva Busch Series. Getting ready to go racing as Elizabeth Gardner starts on the pole for this evening's race. Now, Elizabeth Gardner comes into this race. As I look through the points, she is 25th in the points, still looking for her first win of the season. Shayla Askarov alongside of her. Askarov comes into this race, if I find her in the standings. She fell to 35th in the points, lost 2 spots. Balam Kim in row number 2. She's 26 in points. And Claudia Flores is coming into this race. See where Claudia is running in points. She is 31st in points, former winner this season. Caitlin Roy, as you look at the rest of the starting grid, right down there. Caitlin Roy is the points leader by 68 points over Isabel Gordon. Leela Bakay, third in the standings, 74 back. 75 back is Prue Granger, fourth in the standings. Darlene Ward lost 3 spots last week at Milwaukee, fell to 5th in the standings. Alexandria Sarnes has gained 6 spots up to 6th in the standings. April Winters is 7th, 101 back. 106 back is Mackenzie Servino, who is 8th. Charlotte Lopez lost 2 spots down to 9th in the standings, and 1 spot lost is Angela Thornburg, who is now 10th in the standings, 119 back. She's actually tied with Charlotte Lopez for that position. 20 laps of racing here tonight. Our Diva Truck Series went caution-free last night. Let's see what kind of results we're going to see here tonight. As getting ready for our 15th race of the season, the Diva Busch Series is green from Memphis. Askarov tried to get down to the bottom, but unsuccessful. As Balam Kim's going to get her up to the high side, as we had to move to TV2 so I can lower my NR down. It was getting a little too loud for my headset, for my ears. Elizabeth Gardner will lead the first lap of the race. This is a 20-lap race. Isabel Gordon didn't have a good qualifying effort earlier this evening. She's back here at the rear of the field. There's Becky Sampson, Annie James. It was announced Annie James would not be returning to that number 60 entry next season. So we don't know what she is doing for next season. We have to wait and see. Elizabeth Gardner trying to find her first win of the season. She was in a bit of hot water earlier in the year at IRP, but now has gotten her mojo together. Really needs to turn what has been a struggling season around. She does not have any top 5s. She's only had 3 top 10s, 25th in the points. Her average finish has been 21.8 so far. And she needs to get herself back into championship contention. And if this is the race to do it tonight here at Memphis, this is the race to do it. Selena Diaz has now gotten into the second position. Diaz comes in this race 23rd in the point standings in that number 52 machine. It's been a bit of a struggling season. The 2 JGR cars of Shayla Askarov and Alexandria Sarnes. Askarov will not be back in this car next season because of the fact she has her GTS array commitments coming up for 2025, which we're getting closer to 2025 as of this recording. There's Alexandria Sarnes. And right behind her is 2-time winner in the Diva Truck Series, Emma Kaiser. Kaiser's having anything but a spectacular season. She is 39th in the point standings. She's another driver who's been struggling in the points table, so would like to have a nicer run. Team owner Frank has been very hopeful that Kaiser can get her act together. As we're about to complete lap number 9 of this 20-lap race, as Elizabeth Gardner still leads the way. There's Becky Sampson not having a good run. There's Elena Lydia running the Bass Pro Shop colors on her Chevrolet. Lydia was announced she will be back in this ride next season at she's going to be moving to the number 8 car next season. Comes in this race 15th in the points. This is not the run she was hoping for. There's Ozara Mirwes, Caleb Ambrosia, 13th in points. A couple of names running well in points standing table back here at the rear of the field. Autumn McDowell is 29th in the points table as the 0 was going a little bit slower for some reason. Not sure what was up. Lydia way up the racetrack as we're back to the leader Elizabeth Gardner in the number 59 machine. There will be a new driver replacing Lydia. As I said, Lydia will be back in the PCSRA the following year. We don't know what series she will be racing next season for when she returns from her GTSRA commitments. We're just going to have to wait and see. Let's see where Caitlin Roy is, our points leader. She's running in 11th. The good news is the gal that was trying to run her down for the points lead is running in 30th. That would be Isabel Gordon, who came in straight second in points. So looks like Caitlin Roy, depending on Leela Bakai, well, Bakai's running in 9th, so maybe Leela Bakai could take the points lead heading into next week at Kansas as Brooke Packett's holding up the leader here for some reason. Not entirely sure what has happened to the Racing with Jesus Chevrolet. I don't see any damage on the car. I wonder if she might have dropped the cylinder or something. That's indeed the case. That's a tough break for Brooke Packett, who didn't need this. Ever since she replaced Hanako Watanabe, who is running in the Diva Truck Series, to try to earn her spot back into this series after the struggles she has had in this series earlier on the year. And remember, after the season concludes, the top 5 in the Diva Busch Series will be moving up to the Diva Cup Series to run for the championship over there. As 2 laps to go for Elizabeth Gardner in the Kingsford Johnsonville Bronx Chevrolet Monte Carlo. ST Motorsports trying to find victory lane for the first time this season. She's coming to take the white flag. We're also told Becky Sampson has lost a lap, so that's a tough break for her. And so is Prue Granger, who came in race 4th in points. So this is going to be a bit of a point shakeup heading into next week at Kansas. But tonight, it's going to belong to Elizabeth Gardner because off of turn 4, coast to coast, pull to the victory as Elizabeth Gardner will win tonight at Memphis. Talk about a driver who has been struggling in the points. This is exactly what the Dr. Orner, trying to remember these names here. Selena Diaz will come away with second. Wonderful run for Emma Kaiser, who's had a tough season. I bet team owner Frank will be very delighted as the standings are official. Shayla Askeroff will get 4th. Her teammate Alexandria Sarnes will get 5th. So Sarnes is continuing her point haul up in the last couple of weeks. Jayla Derez in 6th, Leela Bakai 7th. She will take the points lead from Caitlin Roy because she was only 74 back, so she gained a lot of points there. Darby King, Claudia Flores, and Caitlin Roy, your top 10. Look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. A lot of drivers who came in running well in points going to take some hits. Isabel Gordon finished in the 37th position, came in race second in points. That's not the run she was hoping for. 3 drivers finished off the lead lap: Brooke Packett, Becky Sampson, and Prue Granger. Not exactly sure what happened to Prue Granger. That is a tough break for her. And nevertheless, that's going to really shake up the points. But that's going to do it from Memphis Motorsports Park. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become part of the PCS Racing Crew today. We showed your full finish results. Your point standings will be in the description heading into next week's race. As you've been watching another broadcast of PCS Racing TV, the best in racing since 2017. Good night from Memphis. See you next week from Kansas.